Hey y'all, hey, I'm Yolanda Elise, and welcome to another episode of Do It Anyway. Today I want to sip my tea and I want to talk about the ugly place while we're grieving and the person that I am now, or who we are now. Now, I had heard that death can bring out the worst in people. Never had I imagined that that would be my own personal experience. But what I have learned is that we learn people's true feelings, their motivations. We also, though, learn a great many things about ourselves. We learn that there's a strength and a resilience that we did not realize we had tapped into. We also learned that we learn limits. We learned that there's another side, basically. This one emerges. It's new. It's an evolving person. I'd like to refer to this new person as the 2.0 version of me. Now, these ways now that I have are very much different. In some ways, it's the opposite of the original version of me. For starters, the new version, this one here, who was birthed through pain and grief and loss and vulnerability and a dark time. All of those things are now embedded in my DNA. It's just who I am, and it's who you are. Our experience, they become a part of us. This unwanted experience, it's now catapulted me to establish and set and keep boundaries. I protect and I preserve my peace. And as crazy as it may sound, I now have no hesitation for cutting people off who mishandle me. I value my peace now and I fiercely protect it. I've already done what I feel will be one of the hardest things in my life, which was I buried both of my parents within a 3 year time span. So therefore, my philosophies, my tolerance to certain situations and circumstances, it's different now. Now, some of these changes have come about due to attempts from outside forces, from people, family, you know, who may have tried to come between. For me, it was come between myself and my sisters, take advantage during what's the most vulnerable time. And I'm sure we've all experienced that. People who have ignorant feelings of entitlement. For me, they've all resulted now in their access being denied. They no longer have access to me. And now some people now think of me as cold or distant, but no, I'm none of these things. I'm now living every day, though, with a pain that's never going to go away. It's going to be here. There's a wound that's never going to heal. But I'm also now living with intention, now adjusting and acting accordingly. While going through this whole journey, there are still moments that are beautiful, that are worth celebrating, that are memorable, as well as some ugly ones on this journey. But what I've got to do is do it anyway. I also understand that I don't owe anyone who does not handle me well access to me, and neither do you. That doesn't make us mean. It doesn't make us selfish. It does not make us heartless, bitter, or even insensitive. What it does is it makes us better mentally and emotionally. It helps us to now love ourselves in ways that we may not have always done before. This process, although it may be painful, the experience unfamiliar, but I keep going. And I'm guessing that you've kept going too. So, I have a question. How are you handling your journey? What tools have you found useful in your season? What changes have you noticed in yourself? The person who you are now versus the person you once were. Do you think that although birth through your pain, that you've become a better version of yourself, one that your loved one would be proud of, one that you're proud of? Or do you struggle out of guilt or fear that evolving means forgetting them and moving on because this new person is one that they will never know? While our experiences are not all the same, we are all figuring this out as we go, one day at a time. I'm Yolanda Elise, and I hope to see you again next week. Remember, it won't be easy, but we're going to do it anyway. Bye-bye.